Boy, if you want to get me excited, hand me a grease gun. Let's check this thing out real quick. Okay, this is actually a full-on grease gun kit. So a few things come in the package. Let's back the camera up a little bit here. The pistol grip, which is the only kind of grease gun you should ever have, is a pistol grip grease gun. And a couple of different tips, and we'll call these leaders. This is like a specialty tip where you're just squirting grease out the end, doesn't lock onto a grease zerk, and just a straight leader, or whatever you want to call it. This one's got a little bit of a bend in it, and this is one that you could screw on to if you have a really difficult to deal with grease zerk. You could put this on here and then tighten it on there to hold on to the grease zerk. So it's got a little jaws on the inside of it. So that's all right. This is what everybody's probably going to use, is just your standard grease gun tip. And again, you can, I guess this one is one of those ones too where you can unscrew it and screw it on. Okay, well, cool. Sounds good to me. And this hose is what everybody's going to use. Having a flexible hose on a pistol grip grease gun is the cat's pajamas. That's what you want. Okay, so we're going to unscrew this. We'll pull this handle back till it locks. Now it's ready for some goo to go in there. Let's use some red grease. You can use whatever kind of grease you want. Don't let anybody tell you what kind of grease to use. Pop the top. Make sure you got a million paper towels laying around. There we go. So press that. Push this thing in. There we go. Now we're loaded for bear. Get the greasy thing off of there. There is, just so you see on top, there's a way to, I got grease everywhere now. This is what happens with this grease stuff. There we go. There is a way to mechanically fill this. I ain't never done that before. This is an air relief valve. So if there's too much pressure in there, you can press that and release the pressure. And then this is to, you could open it up and get grease out if things got all bound up or whatever. But yeah, basically the long and short of it is you squeeze this handle. And I already relieved all the air pressure, so now we got to wait. You start squeezing this after you get pressure again. There we go, grease comes out. So yeah, there it is. I guess we could unscrew this a little bit. It's a blessing and a curse having this type of grease zerk connector. The nice thing is, you get a good solid connection. The bad thing is you're spending a lot of time screwing and unscrewing this thing. So you might find yourself buying a different tip, and these are a common thread, so you could get a different tip for this. But okay, we've got a greasable pin here. I'm going to start hitting that greaser, and we'll see grease coming out this hole pretty soon. Oh, there we go. So yeah, works good. I love a pistol grip grease gun. And this thing, I love that it came with a flexible hose. You got to have a flexible hose with these. And having this other utility tip's kind of neat, but whatever. I like the flexible hose. And this kind of screw on, screw off kind of tip's fine. But you might find yourself wanting a different tip. No big deal. They're a dime a dozen out there. So there you go.